Hi, this is Tara bringing you another fitness class from my living room here in London. Today's workout is a 30-minute bar class using resistance bands. If you don't know where to get these from, please see the link at the side of the video. They are very cheap, very portable and easy to use. You can just stick these in your bag, take them to the gym, stick them in your suitcase, take them on holiday, and they just are amazing for so many workouts, but they particularly are great for using your glutes, your hamstrings, your thighs. This workout really burns. I hope you enjoy it. I certainly had a good time making it for you, and enjoy. Let me know how you get on.
Okay, so let's get started with a warm-up. Connect your heels, hands on your hips, and broaden your collarbones. Start to bend your knees. Keep your tailbone long and the belly button pulled in towards your spine. Lift through the crown of your head. You feel all your muscles engaging here. Bring your arms up in front of the body and then take them open wide and squeeze into your mid-back. So start to press the hands back and feel your scapula joining together at the back. This activates into your trapezius and your rhomboids. 3, 2, 1, and then rotate the palms up and down, so warming up through the muscles across the chest and upper back. Lots of energy in your movements, getting your heart rate up. Now getting ready to step your legs open to the right side and then over to the left. So this is my second position plie. I'm bending my knees are coming over my second and third toe. Just 2 more to go. Come as deep as you can, hold this one and pulse. So deep plies here. Imagine that you're sliding up and down a wall. Now plie and stretch over to the right side and then plie and then to the left. So stretching into your side body. Lengthen the legs as you lift up and exhale as you come into that twist. Back to the center now and plie. Last 3, 2, 1 and then hold and then lift up your heels and roll through onto your toes. Last 1 and 2 and then plie, rise up, lift the arms up over the head, framing your face, and then hold the arms up and roll all the way down. So just loosening up your spine. Feel away through your spine, just rolling, dropping the hips down. On this one, hold yourself all the way down and pulse. So opening into your hips. Transfer your weight to the right side, flex the foot on the left, and then transfer over to the left side, lengthen and flex on the right. Bring your hands down to the floor, lift up your hips. Wide-legged forward fold, bring the chest close towards your thighs before rolling all the way up to standing. That was your warm-up. Go and get your band. We are ready to start with our main workout. Reconnect your heels and plie. Your right hand says stop, your left hand says come here, and you're pulling the band apart, taking a slight twist in the upper body. Really stretch those arms as far away from each other as you can. Now moving on the next one to a quicker pulse. So pulse, that's it, good. Keep the neck long, eyes ahead. That plie still going there. Working into the lower body and upper body at the same time. This will be your last 4, 3, 2, 1, and then getting ready to do the same thing on the other side. So your left hand says stop, right hand says come here. So pull those arms apart. You'll feel this in the backs and fronts of your arms. Just use that resistance. Pull as hard as you can. That's it. Now start to take the pulse quicker, the double time. You really start to feel that burn in your arms now. Just a little longer for 4, 3, 2, 1, and well done. We've finished. Let's change the arm position now. Bring both your hands on the inside of the band and pull it apart. Feel like you could tear that band into 2. You're pressing so strong. You'll feel this especially on the outside of your arms. And of course, you're still in that plie, so you're still working your glutes and your thighs. Use your breath. I know it's hard. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. You have finished. Step open wide to your second position and then turn to a lunge. Take the band in your left hand and then pull the right hand across as if you have a bow and arrow here. So you're pulling and then stepping from your lunge into your second position. Feel that work across your chest and the back of your arm. Add some power. Have fun with it. Enjoy what you're doing. Make these last 2 your best. And then change over. Lunge over to the right side. You're pulling with your left hand. So you're holding the strap in the right hand, pulling with your left across the chest. Again, just like a bow and arrow. Quite a quick tempo. Make sure that you're changing your feet in parallel to that turnout there. Alright, amazing. You have finished with the arms. Step into the band and have it just above your ankles. Externally rotate your feet, hands on your hips, and then just slide the right leg out to the side, keeping it straight. Stretch your leg out to the side and point your toes. Going against the resistance to the band and the whole time keeping your posture straight. On the next one, brush the leg out and then hold it up in the air and pulse, keeping the toes pointed. The challenge here is really to maintain that strong, straight posture with the rest of the body, and you'll really feel this on the supporting leg. Last 2 and 1, and then moving with the heel and toe. So really making that difference between the flex and pointed foot. You're doing this without losing your balance and control. Last 1, and now keep your heel, keep pressing through that heel, keep reaching, stretching, pushing, doing your best, keeping that leg straight. Use your breath. We're almost to the end. Last 1 and 2, and then reset yourself. Now slide your leg all the way to the front. Stretch your toes, get the leg straight and lift it up as high as you can. Keep that supporting leg strong and stable. Last 1, and then hold and pulse. Keeping the hips one level as you lift up your leg. Use your breath. Exhale every time you're lifting up. As you can see, I'm finding this quite hard. Okay, now move with your heel and your toe. That's it. Well done. Be aware of your posture the whole time. Last 1 and 2, and then press. Keep your heel. Keep the toes curling right back so you feel this through the hamstring, through your glutes, and of course that standing leg will be on fire. Last 1, and then just reset yourself and get ready now to slide your leg to the back. So slide it to the back, stretch the toes. So this is a small arabesque. As you slide it to the back, make sure that you stay really strong with your core so you're not toppling over or losing your balance. Hold and pulse, pointing your toes, stretching to the back and really engaging there into your glute max. Last 3, 2, 1, and now moving with your heel and your toe. Remember that you don't need to lift your leg high. Just keep the legs straight and the hips one level. This is where you really start to fatigue. Just hold tight. We are almost at the end. Now just keeping your heel pressed back. Keep using the breath. Almost done. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and wow, you can release. Move around, wiggle, shake your hips, let everything go, and we're going to do everything on the other side, so get ready. Find your focus and stretch your left leg out, lifting it up to the side. Keep the hands on the hips, feel your posture. Moving now through your last 2 and 1, hold the leg up and pulse. So So reaching and stretching. Get the leg as long as you can. Just be mindful of your breath. And now moving through your heel and your toe. Make that difference between the flexed foot and pointed foot. Lift up as high as you can. Last 1, 2, 3. Now keep your flexed foot on the next one. And just pressing and lifting, shooting that leg out to the side. I know it's challenging. Let's go for it. Last 1 and 2, and then get ready to take the leg out to the front. So sliding the foot forwards, inner thigh shining up towards the ceiling with that lovely external rotation. Keep that concentration for the last 1, and next one, hold the foot out in front and those pulses as you lift up. Keep the abdominals pulled in, collarbones wide, lifting through the crown of your head. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and then heel and toe. Curling the toes right back, lifting that leg as high as you can, keeping it straight. You're doing a really good job, well done. And now flex your foot, keep your toes curling right back, go for it, lift as high as you can, you're almost there. Powering through your last 3, 2, 1, and get ready now to slide your leg to the back. So being aware that you still keep that turnout, the leg is straight, contract your glute max, so squeezing right in your buttocks, hips are level. Now hold and pulse. Stretch those toes. Pressing back now for the last 4, 3, 2, 1, and then heel and toe. Keeping yourself centered. I know that the standing leg is burning, but we are almost done. So hold on. Let's now keep it with the heel. Press back, keeping that leg straight. You're doing so well. We're almost there. Moving now through this last 4, 3, 2, 1, and well done. Just reset yourself, move around, stretch. Squat down and then lift your right leg and then to the left. So sitting the hips back now behind your shoulders, abs are strong. Lift your leg up straight to the side and stretch the toes. Sit the bum down as low as you can. Arms in front, collarbones wide. Just a few more to go. So this will be your last 3, 2, 1, and woo! Great job. Take the band just above your knees and bring your heels so they are in a first position turnout. Take your plie. Last 1 and 2, and hold that diamond shape and roll up through your toes, lifting up your heels. This is your last 1 and 2, and then plie. Roll through your toes, lift and down. Again, plie. Roll, squeeze and down. Wow, it's so amazing. The sun has just decided to shine through the windows. You can see the rays of light coming in there. Beautiful. Connect your heels and just from your releve, taking plies here. So this could be very challenging for your balance. You can always stay down onto your heels if you find it too much on your toes, no problem. Guide your hands through the front and then out to the sides. Take a deep plie and reach the arms up over your head, framing your face. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears. Keeping yourself strong and stable. This is your last one. And then bring your hands to your hips for grand plie. So just going down slowly, keeping your shoulders over your hips. Your core is so strong here to hold that balance. Squeeze up through your glutes and your thighs and then hold. and now contract into your buttocks to squeeze open the band. So this looks like I'm just pulling the knees back, but actually the movement is driven from my glutes. Start to travel now up and down. If this is too challenging for your balance, it's okay, just stay in the same position. Gliding smoothly through the movement, keeping your core so strong. Take the heel down and lift up your right leg into an attitude, arms over the head. So with your attitude, your knee is wider than your ankle. You're pulsing up, the inner thigh is shining up there towards the ceiling. Wow, these rays of light are just wonderful. They're warming up my room. Last 1 and 2, and then start to circle the knee around. Feel this on the outside of your thigh and your glutes. Last 1, and switch over to the other side. So arms up over your head, pulsing, lifting the attitude. Inner thigh facing up towards the ceiling. Get the toes pointed and stretched and lift. Last 1 and 2, and circle around. Keeping that balance strong the whole time. Amazing, well done. Release your arms. So begin to roll down into your plank. I've just come into a profile view so you can see what I'm doing. Start to step your feet out side to side. If you're feeling energetic, you can jump in a jack like I'm doing here. But the first option is also fine. Do your best, get your energy up, moving through your last 1 and 2, and then hold. Bring your knees down towards the floor. So the knees are underneath your hips and hands underneath your shoulders. Take your right leg up and press up your heel towards the ceiling, just like you're stamping on the ceiling. So I'm driving up through the heel as I contract into my glutes. The knee comes in line with the hip. Now hold and press, so you're pushing the heel up. Keep pulsing. Little tiny squeezes. You should feel that twitch in your glute max. Be mindful of the rest of the posture so the upper body is strong and stable and still. Neck is long. So I'm doing quite a few reps here, so I really want you to feel the burn. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your knee down and lift straight away up to the side. Just be mindful that you're not hiking the hip up. Don't need to lift too high. Keep the foot flexed. Last 1 and 2, and then hold up and pulse. Again, you will also feel this on the supporting leg. So both legs are working, not just the one that you're lifting up. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and then extend your leg back behind you and lift. So you're just tapping the floor and then pressing up. Shoot that leg back, get it as long as you can, really stretch and lift at the same time. Keep the foot flexed. Now pressing into a pulse, squeeze, contract. You're really beginning to feel this now, I'm sure, but just stick with it. You're going to feel great after this workout. I know it's hard, but that's why we like it. Take it across on the diagonal and then lift up that heel so it comes back in line with your hip. So the challenge here is to keep your core so strong that there's hardly any movement in the upper body. This is your last one. Take the knee down and swing the legs around. Slide the band down so it hooks just underneath the arches of your feet and lie on your back. Hands are behind the head, elbows wide, and knees are just above my hips. Start to twist and bicycle the legs so the opposite elbow reaches towards the opposite knee. I'm flexing the feet and I'm using the resistance of that band and stretching and pushing the legs as long as I can. You will really feel this working into your abs and your obliques. Be mindful that you keep the elbows wide and you're just supporting the back of the neck but not pulling on it. We've got 8 more to go. So exhale every time you twist. Keep that focus now. Make these your best for the last 4, 3, stick with it, 2 and 1. Well done. Really, really good work today. Slide the band up and then come back onto all fours. So we're going to do everything on the other side, so on your left leg. Set yourself up in a comfortable alignment and then flex your foot and press up towards the ceiling. Feel this in your glutes and your hamstrings and make it a powerful, strong movement. Last 2 and 1, and then hold it up and press and push up towards the ceiling, just pressing through that heel. Remember, we have lots of reps here. Doesn't have to be a big movement, but just make it strong. Understand the muscles that you're using and engage them. Keep the abs pulled in and the shoulders down away from your ears. Last 1 and 2, and then take your leg to the side and lift. So you can see I'm not lifting too high. My foot is flexed. I'm keeping control with the upper body. My neck is long. Hold and pulse. This exercise is just wonderful for the outside of your thigh and your glute medius. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and then take the leg, extend it back and tap and lift. Make the leg as long as you can and push back through that heel. Four more. And now your last 1 and 2, and hold and pulse. And again, you can see that the upper body is really calm and still and stable. Spread the fingers wide. Keep the neck long. Now take it on the diagonal and lift. Put all your energy into this. You've only got about 8 minutes of the class left. It's going to fly by. Try to enjoy what you do. And bring the knee down. And let's get ready to come onto our side. So in this side line, my bottom knee is bent, my hips are stacked in line on top of each other, my forearm is on the floor, and my shoulders are stable. I'm just pulsing and lifting the leg up and down. It's a very tiny movement, doesn't have to be big. And you can see that as I do this, nothing is moving in the upper body. Now change so you move with a heel and a toe. Again, keeping those lifts small. And then just pressing and keeping your heel. Make sure that your neck doesn't just dangle, so remember it's part of your spine, so keep it in line. Abs are engaged. Last 1, 2, and then bend your knee and then lift. So I'm going bend, extend, lift. Bend, shoot the leg, and then press through that heel. So the foot is still flexed, the toes curling back, and I'm pressing and lifting. Now point the toes and bring the leg forward and then flex back through the heel. So point the toes all the way forward, flex back through the heel. Keep the leg straight the whole time and make sure that nothing else in the rest of the body is moving. Speed that up now, so increase the tempo. Keep your moves smooth and graceful. This will be your last one, and then bend your knee so the knee comes in line with the hip at the front. My toes are pointed. I'm just stretching and keeping the knee in line with that hip. Hold the next one and then point the knee down towards the mat and then stretch up. So I'm internally rotating, touching the knee to the floor and then pushing up. This is where you're really going to get tired. You're moving now for your last 3, 2, and 1, and take a rest. And let's get ready to go over to the other side. So exactly the same setup on the other side. The hips are stacked in line, the bottom knee is bent. You're broad across your collarbones, lifting that leg up and down with those small pulses. You're feeling really stable. Now moving with that heel and that toe. Be super strong in your core so you can just hold your balance. Now keep the heel, press through that heel, extend that leg, feel like the leg is shooting out of your hip. Make sure that you have that lift in the side body. Last 1 and 2, and then bend and shoot the leg. So bend, extend and lift. Bend, extend and lift. It's only a tiny bend in the knee, and then you get the leg as long as you can and a small controlled lift. Last 1, hold, point the toes and then bring the toes forward, flex back through the heel. Point the toes forward and flex back. Just 2 more at this slow pulse, and then let's speed it up. As you speed it up, just be aware that you're not losing control of the rest of the posture. I find that using my breath really helps. I'm having a lot of fun here. I hope you are too. So bring the knee in towards the hip. Woo, good job. I'm getting really, really hot now. Last 1 and 2 and 3. Internally rotate, tap the knee down and stretch the leg out. Woo, we're almost there. I know this is absolutely burning now. 2 and 1 and woo, we have finished. Okay, come now onto your back. Just release the band. All right, so we deserve a lovely stretch now. So take the band and hook it on your right foot. You can see that my left leg is bent. Now gently pull on the band so you feel a stretch in your hamstrings. My shoulders are still plugged into the mat and my collarbones are wide. Keep curling the toes back and then bring the leg out to the side. My left hand here stays on my left hip so that my left hip stays in contact with the mat the whole time. Keep the toes curling back. Now take the leg across the left so you're in a figure of 4 stretch and the hands are just threaded through and catching on the back of the thigh. This is an amazing stretch for your glutes and your hip rotators. Again, keep both of the feet flexed for the maximum stretch. Release and let's change over to the other side. So hooking the strap on your left leg. So lying back, extend the leg up, bring the toes back, relax down, relax the head. Keep pulling on the band and then open up to the side. So now my right hand is on my right hip. So I'm stretching open into my hips and the backs of the legs. Bring it back and cross that leg over into your figure of 4. Hands through the gap, shoulders open, and release. Send your breath to any tight areas there. You deserve this stretch so much. Make sure you do your stretches properly. They are so important that we don't get injuries. Now wiggle your hips, release your lower back, and let it come up to the shoulders and change the direction. Now slide the body through so you're coming onto your front. Bend the right knee and then grab hold of your foot. Keep the legs close together, squeeze your glutes and push your pubic bone down towards the floor so you feel a stretch through the front of your thigh and in your quads. Change over. So grab the left foot, bring the heel as close as you can towards the buttocks, squeeze your buttocks and push the pubic bone down. Release, take the hands down and push up into your cobra. So the shoulders are pressing down away from the ears, and then push back into your child's pose. Onto all fours, hook the toes under, down dog, and then hands gradually walk back towards your feet. Bend your knees and rolling all the way up to standing. Take a huge big inhale and exhale, release. Thank you so much for doing the class with me today.